Check. We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Texas Rangers in the second game of a four-game series at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher. People call me BW for short. That'll work for me. How you doing there, Charm City chat? Welcome back. Welcome in. Get settled. Grab a snack. Grab a nice drink or maybe 6 of them. We got a ball game tonight. The Orioles have started a new streak, a winning streak. And we took it to the Rangers last night. What was the final score? 11-2? Something like that? 11-2? I mean, everything was clicking on all cylinders. The pitching, the hitting, the defense. Tonight we've got a pretty tough matchup on the mound here. One of the better hurlers in all of Major League Baseball over the past 15 years. Max Scherzer is going to be on the mound for the Rangers up against Albert Suarez, the Oriole folk hero of this 2024 team. I need a little bit of coffee. Folks, if you're brand new to my channel, welcome in. I'm so happy you found this channel. It's not that old. I just started it up in time for this 2024 season. The goal is to do play-by-play and commentary for every Orioles game so far. Guess what, folks? We're at the halfway point of the season. 81 games in the books. The Birds are 51-30. So just take that number and double it. We're on pace to go 102-60. One game better than last year. I think we're doing all right. And, man, you look at this lineup. Well, maybe not the one tonight, but you look at the guys on our roster. I mean, just top to bottom, you can put out a lineup where there are no holes. We might have a couple of holes tonight. We'll go over that here in a minute. But, yeah, I started up this channel in order to provide a community for Oriole fans to gather and follow along the game together. There's a lot of fans scattered all over the world that don't have access to watch the game on TV or hear it on the radio or what have you. So you can always come here. And, folks, there'll be some ads popping up for 5 seconds here and there during the game in order to monetize the channel and keep things going. But otherwise, everything is free. Just enjoy the ball game. And think about subscribing, too. You can participate in Charm City chat here. It's the best chat going in live sports streaming. And there's no commitment, no obligation, no salesman will visit your home. And I'm going to do my best to not do too much hyping up the sub count tonight. I went at it pretty hard last night, your boy will admit. And also, I do want to extend an apology for an event that happened toward the end of the ball game last night. Charm City chat, 99% of the time, running as smooth as silk. But occasionally, some things will happen, and usually when they do, it's clear and obvious that it's a situation we have to handle. But sometimes things are sort of in that gray area, and sometimes, you know, calls have to be made by me and the mods. Folks, I have to call a ball game. I unfortunately cannot monitor every comment that comes through on Charm City chat, or else you would not be getting a very good game call. But listen, folks, I'm going to do my best to show tolerance and allow every Oriole fan to be here to enjoy the ball game. It's just a situation where we have to take things on a case-by-case basis. And sometimes, you know, it's just not an easy call. But I don't want this to be a place where people feel like they're not comfortable. I want to build this community up. And, folks, when I talk about numbers like the sub count and all this, it's not just numbers in my head. It's people. You guys are people. And everybody's got different personalities. Some of us are different than the others, you know. Some of us, when they introduce themselves to the public, do it a little bit differently than others. You know what I'm saying? So all this to say, you know, we're gonna do our best here in Charm City Chat. We have been doing our best, and we will continue to do our best. But it's something that I did talk about since last night, and you know, I take the brunt of the responsibility for it. But yeah, hopefully for those that are hearing what I'm talking about, if you think that might apply to you, like Zopfinator, for instance. Zopfinator, I'm happy to see you back. Again, I apologize for what I've misconstrued during sort of the exchange that went down last night. Sometimes I'll just see that a mod is engaging someone and there seems to be some friction, and my natural inclination is to just sort of back the mod right then and there because I need to be protective of the mods. They're here, doing work, volunteer. They're sacrificing a bit of enjoyment of the ball game in order to help out and keep Charm City Chat running smooth. By the way, one of our mods, Rob, is at the ball game tonight, which is really fun. Rob will be reporting in. He's got his phone there. He's at the ball game. So we will be getting Rob with some reports. Rob, Joan Jett is apparently doing her thing tonight. I guess she's going to sing maybe the national anthem. Let me know if she has already. I need to go hurry up and get the ball game up. I had a feeling talking about Charm City Chat was going to take up some time. But I did want to address it. And again, folks, ideally I want to have a community with no issues, and it'd be nice to just set some rules up and have them applied without any sort of nuance. But, things need to be done on a case-by-case basis, and we're going to do our best. Okay, I got the game up here. The Orioles are wearing their City Connect jerseys tonight on this Friday start. Albert Suarez against Max Scherzer. All right. Zopfinator, all good? Thank you, Zop. Thanks for understanding. And, things are going to happen, folks. And the more the channel grows, the more things are going to happen. But overall, it's going to be great. Really excited with how this channel's been growing. Joan Jett is here. She threw out the first pitch, but didn't sing the national anthem. So, Rob, are you going to make your way over the splash zone? You got to make your way over there at some point. Maybe not early in the game because the ushers might give you some static, but at some point when you get the feeling, try and make your way over that splash zone, if only for a bit. Maybe we can spot you, even though I have no idea what you look like. Yeah, if you don't leave the ballpark soaking wet, there's a problem. All right, folks, let's look at the lineups tonight. I went ahead and pulled up the Rangers here on the Twitter just to make sure that I got the positions correct. Marcus Semien will lead off and play second base. Corey Seager is going to bat second and play short. Josh Smith will hit third and play third. Adolis Garcia will be the cleanup hitter and DH. Wyatt Langford is in left field tonight hitting fifth. Nathaniel Lowe is at first base batting sixth. Travis Janikowski will be in right field batting seventh. Andrew Nizer is behind the plate hitting eighth. And Leody Taveras is in center field batting ninth for the Rangers. Meanwhile, for your Baltimore Orioles, Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play short. Anthony Santander will be in right field batting second. I know. What is he doing there? It's an interesting lineup tonight, folks. Santander is in right field batting second. Ryan O'Hearn is going to DH, I would assume, and hit third. Ryan Mountcastle at first base batting cleanup. Colton Cowser will be in left field, I would assume, batting fifth. Ramon Arias would be at third base tonight, hitting sixth. Cedric Mullins, who is back, baby, and center field hitting seventh. Jorge Mateo should be at second base, then batting eighth, and James McCann, the catcher, batting ninth. Folks, obviously the number one glaring absentee here is the bat of Adley Rutschman. The only logical conclusion your boy can deduce is that after getting hit in the hand on that foul ball last night, if you remember, there was a pause in the game. The trainer came out to talk with him. I got a feeling, he was able to finish out the game, but that hand probably swelled up a bit overnight, and Adley's probably going to need that one day off. I got a feeling he'll be back in the lineup tomorrow. And then what else? There's another point I wanted to make, but now it's just slipped my mind. Hopefully it'll come back. Corbin Burnes, folks. Don't be alarmed if you've seen the transaction report. Corbin Burnes is on the paternity list. Congratulations to Corbin Burnes. Apparently he's going to have a new child in his family. We wish him well. But, folks, don't worry. The paternity leave should not interfere with his next start, which is still 4 days away. Albert Suarez is on the mound taking up his warm-up pitches. Folks, do you mind if we do a lag check real quick? Oh, yeah, and no Heston Kjerstad. Thank you, Zop. That's the other glaring absentee. I mean, I understand, you want to rotate Cowser, Mullins, and Kjerstad sort of around because somebody's got to sit. But, man, Kjerstad really feels like he's locked in. And I don't care if you're the least experienced guy on the team. If you're locked in, you're locked in. I'd like to see him in the lineup tonight, but I got a feeling we'll see him before the night's over in some form or fashion. All right, folks, we're ready to go. First pitch of the ball game from Suarez to Marcus Semien is off the plate outside for ball one. Semien coming into tonight hitting .244. Let me go ahead and refresh this. Hopefully this scoreboard's not... See, they've already got a 2-1 count. What is going on? Okay, well, they're going to give you the count, but they're not going to show you the pitch by pitch, apparently. 2-0 the count I'm watching. Sean with the big super chat. Hold on a sec. This one's foul back, and now the count is 2-1. Oh, I wish I could just cover this up with like some duct tape here. We'll see how it goes. Sean, excuse me. Thank you so much for the super chat, sir. So early in the ball game. This one is hit on the ground toward Westberg at third. He throws across in time, and Semien is retired to begin the ball game. Excuse me, Urias at third base. Westberg is also not in the lineup. No Adley, no Westberg, no Kjerstad. Man, this is just not fair to Albert Suarez. Corbin Burnes had one of the heavier lineups you can ask for, going up against John Gray, who couldn't get anybody out. And now we're going to ask Albert Suarez to go up against Max Scherzer with about half a strength of a lineup. All right, here's Corey Seager. First pitch to him is outside for ball one. Sorry, Sean, I forgot to hit the heart. There you go. And once again, thank you so much for supporting the channel like that. 1-0 pitch is fouled away by Seager. 1-1 the count. Hey, Sean, no worries at all. Drive safe, and that's great. People are listening to me while on the road or at work, doing whatever they're doing. 1-1 pitch is high to Seager. 2 balls and 1 strike. Indeed, real Howard Stern. Suarez was probably his roughest outing yet as a starter in the last start. Here's one outside, and he's fallen behind Seager here. 3 balls and 1 strike. This one is lifted in the air to shallow center, and Mullins is going to have to play it on a bounce. It drops in there for a base hit. Not hit very hard. Somewhere between a flare and a liner. That ball drops in there for Corey Seager for a 1-out single. 1 on. And that'll bring up Josh Smith, third baseman, coming into tonight hitting .298. And the first pitch to him is a fastball above the zone, ball 1. 7 homers and 32 driven in, an .858 OPS for Smith, who basically got the gig because Josh Young, the young, exciting third baseman for the Rangers, went down with a major injury just 4 games into the season. This pitch is fouled off, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Smith has more than made up for the loss of Young, at least in terms of expectations. Maybe not able to replicate Young's numbers, but they got him hitting third in their order. 1-1 pitch is fouled away, a ball and 2 strikes. By the way, another name you might remember from this Rangers ball club that we have yet to see in the series last night or in the lineup tonight, Evan Carter. Remember that rookie that got called up late in the season and went on an absolute tear, including in the series against us. He just could not get that kid out. Well, he's off to a huge struggle this season. As this pitch to Smith is high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner at first base. Just getting started here in the top of the first. And this pitch is hit on the ground to Mountcastle, who thinks about going to second and then changes his mind. Will just tag the bag at first himself for out number 2. I'm thinking Mountcastle said, well, I don't have a clear throwing lane, and I don't want to risk throwing this ball away, and I think he made the right decision here. Turning a 3-6-3 or 3-6-1 double play is always very difficult because that runner going to second is right in the path of your throwing lane. So 2 down, runner at second base. Adolis Garcia hitting .219 is at the plate. He takes a fastball on the outside corner at 96 for a called strike. 15 homers on the season for Garcia, and he's been hot lately. 7-game hitting streak with a .296 average compared to his .219 season average. This one is nubbed towards second base. Mateo picks it up, throws to first in time, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Albert Suarez. All right. Albert, hey, we got a pitch today. We go to the bottom of the first, Texas nothing, and the Orioles coming up to bat. How you doing, Charm City chat? Let's see who's here tonight. We got Nicholas, Matt, the man, Rod, Animan, Robert Orendel, Matt again, Card Crazed, welcome back, Card, Base. How you doing? The real Howard Stern, folks. Do not accept any imitations. The real Howard Stern is here. How are you doing, sir? Quite the career. He used to be a little more fun, but, hey, I get it. Isaac, how you doing? GP3's back. Sean Finn, so many recognizable names. Again, folks, it's not just numbers. It's people. Judy checking in. Sean, once again, thanks for that super chat. Zopfinator. Hello there, Kim. You lost connection on your laptop. Do you have it back? Hey there, Shantae. How you doing? Bentley, hello to you. Luis says, go Orioles. I'm right there with you, Luis. Chilo checking in. Joan Jett, the guest splasher. Yes, I'm excited to see the camera cut to the splash zone tonight. I want to see Joan Jett out there. I'm a big fan. Sean, once again, I think that's everybody. Eric Baxter, did I get you guys yet? Dylan, you son of a... Hey, Vonnie, how are you doing? Vonnie's back. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights, welcome in. Paul Schmick, welcome back. Again, yeah, let's leave the Yankees in the dust. Pocket Watch. Gerald. BJ Toys. What a crowd, folks. Is that Cantankerous? Did I almost miss Cantankerous? Cantankerous. I mean, folks, Friday night. Let's go. If you don't hit like, go take a hike. All right, first pitch of the inning to Gunnar Henderson is fouled back for strike 1. And I don't even have the sub screen up and ready. Again, folks, I'm trying to be not too pushy on the sub count tonight after making a hard push last night. This one's hit on the ground by Gunnar to second base, and Simeon will throw him out easily for out number 1. See that? I didn't have the sub screen up in time for Gunnar. That is on me. Gunnar, I'll never let it happen again. All right, buddy? I'm bringing it up here on my other screen right now, and I'm going to bring it on over next time we need it. All right. Oh, come on. What is this doing? Santander swings at the first pitch, and this one is going to stay in play on foul ground, third base side. Josh Smith makes the catch right up against the railing. Just a couple of feet to spare before that ball's out of reach. And quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the first. A routine grounder to second and a foul pop-up from Gunnar and Tony. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. Coming in tonight, he's hitting .283. 10 homers, 33 driven in. This pitch is a fastball on the outside by Scherzer for a called strike. The Rangers are wearing their blue shirts with the gray pants, blue hat. Scherzer with a breaking ball way outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, the Orioles wearing their City Connect shirts. But they pretty much have ditched the black pants, it seems, for good. Going with the white pants. 1-1 pitch. That one's right in there and fouled back by O'Hearn. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Scherzer. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and this one is grounded off to the right and foul. Hey, William, welcome in. William, apologies with how things went last night. When people are new and they start to do things that look, at least optically, like spamming, it's the jobs of the mods to try to handle that. But I'm glad to see you back. Let's try this thing over again. An olive branch extended by your boy BW. It's invisible, but I'm holding it right now up to the screen. Let's have a good, fun night tonight, okay, everybody? 2-2 pitch to Ryan O'Hearn with 2 down, nobody on. And this ball is lifted behind the plate off the screen for a foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. O'Hearn hitting .255 when he's got 2 strikes on him. All right, great, everybody. Great, great, great. Great, great, great. Here we go. This pitch is low. That's good to hear, William. I'm going to do better, too. We're Charm City Chat, folks. We're Charm City Chat. We're charming, and we're also a little bit weird. We got to figure out how to walk that balance. Here's the payoff pitch outside for ball 4. Scherzer with a breaking ball on a 3-2 count, and that ball never broke back toward the plate. It just stayed way off the plate. Easy walk for O'Hearn. 2-out base runner. And that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. And, folks, let's hope Mountie can maybe get us an extra base hit here because, again, the bottom half of our order tonight, not too strong. Not saying they can't get it done, but it would be nice to see the top half sort of take charge here. Mountie with a 1-0 count. Runner at first, 2 down. And this one is lifted into the air on the right side. The right fielder heading toward the line, and he makes the catch, Janikowski, as that ball would have been a foul ball. It's out number 3. Max Scherzer puts the Orioles aside. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the second. Scoreless. Wait a minute. Did I say Texas had a hit? Why did I say they went 3 up, 3 down? They did not. I already made a mistake tonight. I think I said the Rangers went 3 up, 3 down, and they did not. See, folks, I make mistakes. I couldn't even get through 1 inning without making a mistake. Ah, boy. Hey, the out-of-town scores are right here in front of me. Yes, that's right. Marcus Semien led off with a hit, and for some reason, your boy just totally forgot about it because Suarez set the next 3 batters down, and it's like Semien was never there. We had a walk. God. All right. Your boy, all right, look. I got no excuses. We got a start time a half hour later than normal. I woke up with an hour before the game went on. I got everything I needed to do out of the way. I got a hot cup of coffee. I've taken my meds. There's no excuse. Your boy just struck out at the plate in the first inning as an announcer. I struck out. I'm going to do better. Yeah, I haven't had a lucky yet. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's the one thing I needed. I need a lucky. Oh, book doc. I think Matt is just saying in general. We have left a lot of men on base during that losing streak, and, it's just something you don't want to make a habit out of. Matt is one of the most optimistic guys out there. He's a realist. Optimist realist. Like me. All right, here we go. Top of the second. Wyatt Langford at the plate. He takes a fastball outside. Ball one from Albert Suarez. Hey, Matt, you're like Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack. Hey, everybody. We're all going to get laid. This pitch is also outside. Another fastball off the plate. Pretty much the same location, maybe a little bit higher. 2-0 the count. Popped up. First base side. Mountie is looking at it. He was in foul ground. Now steps back into fair territory on the infield dirt. Makes the catch. One down. Well, the Cubs are coming to town in about 10 days. The Cubbies. Hey, everybody. When the Cubs come to town, I might have a special guest announcer on to call the ball game. Nathaniel Lowe is at the plate. One down. He takes a pitch outside for ball one. Suarez has thrown a lot of first pitch balls. This one is hit weakly, though. Suarez is going to field it and just tag Lowe out himself, running down the first base path. 2 down. So Suarez, just do that. I don't know what it is, but so far the Rangers are making very weak contact when they do make contact. Weak contact is good. Travis Janikowski is up at the plate. Not too much in the stat column for him. Just a home run, 7 RBI with a 205 average on the season. He takes another fastball off the plate for ball one. I guess this is part of Albert's strategy. I must throw a first pitch fastball outside for ball one. He's only thrown 1 of 7 first pitch strikes to these first 7 batters. There's a called strike. And the count is now 1-1. Hey, folks, let me know, how much would it be worth to you to call an entire game like Harry Carey? This pitch is off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. If I can get 10 Magic members to join up, I'll do it. 2-1 pitch is off the plate outside to Janikowski. He's got a 3-1 count now. Again, he's not played much. He's been around, though, Janikowski. He's bounced around the league here for several years. 3-1 pitch is lifted into left. This could be trouble, but Hauser's there. I thought that ball was going to sink a little faster than it did. It hung up there long enough for Hauser to make a catch as he was heading toward the foul line and left. That'll do it. Albert Suarez. Was that 3 up, 3 down? I think it was. Langford popped out. Lowe grounded out. Janikowski lined out. Yes, a 3 up, 3 down inning, and I'm saying it with confidence now. All right. Hey, everybody. By the way, last night's ball game, Coldest Edlitz announced that he was having a birthday, and I was more than happy to wish him a happy birthday to Coldest Edlitz. But just going forward, everybody, as a policy, if it is your birthday, feel free to shout it out, and old Harry here will be sure to shout out your name and give you a happy birthday. All right. It'll be Cowser, Urias, and Mullins. Wait a minute. My Harry Carey is slipping into my Tom Waits impression. I got to work on it. That might be my worst Harry in a while. I'm working on it, folks. Yeah. Cowser, Urias. Man, I hope Ramon's ready tonight. Come on, Ramon. We need your help tonight in the lineup. Good old half in the bag, Harry. I tell you what. That's why you never saw Harry from the waist down, because he was literally half in a bag. There's Joan Jett making her way into the splash zone. She's got a big old floppy hat on. High-fiving fans coming down the stairwell there. And she's got her hose in her hand. Joan Jett is ready to spray water in the face of Baltimore fans. I love it. Colton Cowser at the plate. He takes a curveball in there for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch is hit in the air to first base side. Second baseman Simeon calling for it, and just a step or two onto the grass, he makes the catch. A pop-up on the infield to begin the bottom of the second for Colton Cowser. All right. We want to see this Yankee score up here like this. Oh, look at that, folks. Toronto already ahead of the Yankees, 1-0. Fantastic. The Yankees are trailing again. Here's Ramon Urias. He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball on the outside part of the plate. Only 93 from Scherzer. Oh, 1 pitch is in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Folks, have you had a chance to maybe look at the Orioles stats before tonight's game and just had fun doubling everybody's numbers up now that we've hit the official halfway point of the season? Here's a swing and a miss on what looked like a slider there from Scherzer as that broke low and away off the plate. 1-2 on Ramon Urias. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the second. Scoreless ball game. Westberg being out, I can't figure it out. This pitch is up and in. I understand Adley being out. His hand might be swollen. I understand Kjerstad slightly being out because I think Hyde is just trying to rotate 3 guys through 2 different positions. And I guess it was Kjerstad's turn. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed by Urias. And Max Scherzer, with that strikeout, has just moved into 11th place all-time in Major League history for strikeouts. He just passed Greg Maddux on the all-time list. 2 down for Cedric Mullins. And the first pitch to him clips the top of the zone right on the outside corner for strike 1. Mullins has been in fuego. 3 for 4 last night, just a triple shy of the cycle. He takes high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. If you got a night where you think we're saying I can't fit Kjerstad in because I gotta try to make everybody happy out there in the outfield, and I can't start Rutschman because his hand is swollen. Well, what's Westberg's excuse? If you know you're missing those 2 big bats, don't pick today to give Westberg a rest unless he really needs it for some reason. The 2-1 pitch is hit in the air by Mullins to right field and deep. Stay fair, buddy. This ball is going to be caught out there by Janikowski in the very deepest corner of right field. Over there where that giant rolling door that brings out the batting cages. Janikowski with a long run and a pretty impressive catch there. Not sure if that would have landed fair or not. But that just goes down as out number 3. That's it. 2 innings in the books. The Orioles are looking for their first hit. They have had a runner on base. We go to the third. We've got a pitching duel going here. Folks, I know we want to see offense, but if I could sit back and go, this is the exact kind of result I want, then this would be it. It would be a pitching duel without Albert Suarez out-dueling Max Scherzer. And we win it late by a score of like 3-1. I just want to see Albert outdo Scherzer. That would be very nice. Hey, Melanie. Hey, if Melanie's here, that means Booty Smacker is not far behind. Get it? You see, behind, booty. All right, I'll work on it. Crazier things have happened. They have. If you stick around in Charm City chat long enough. Hyde needs to set a permanent lineup. This is why he loses games trying to outwit the opponents, but just play your best at each position. Gerald, again, when it comes to Rutschman, I don't blame him. You have to think Rutschman's throwing hand is probably a little bit swelled up after getting hit last night. But I agree with you. Even though I understand Hyde trying to give at-bats to as many players as he can, when you're facing a guy like Max Scherzer, you really want to put out your strongest lineup. Save a weaker lineup for a weaker pitcher. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Top of the third. And the first pitch here to Andrew Nizer is hit down that right field corner, but out of reach and into the stands. 0-1 on Nizer, who's hitting just a $129 with 1 homer and 5 driven in. This is the backup catcher to Jonah Heim. So for the Rangers, this is definitely a downgrade in their lineup. Hopefully Suarez will take advantage of that. The 0-1 pitch is fouled back. It's 0-2. Top of the third, no score. Just a bruise on Adley's hand. Yeah, well, I would expect a little bit of swelling. Negative on the x-ray. Good to hear. Good to hear. The 0-2 pitch to Nizer is low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Folks, did I mention the Baltimore Orioles when you woke up this morning at the official halfway point of the season are in first place? First place 48 hours after a 5-game losing streak. This one's hit hard into left field, backing up his cows there. And folks, Baltimore comes through again. As Nizer, the light hitter with the 129 average, just hit that ball about 385 feet to left. And that's a home run just about anywhere else. Instead, it's a warning track flyout caught out there by Cowser. 1 down in the top of the third. 403 feet, excuse me. That was a 403 foot out to left. Not to center, to left. Baltimore, the 10th man on the field. Leody Taveras takes ball 1, and the following pitch is off the plate outside. 2-0 to Taveras, who's hitting .219 with 5 homers and 17 driven in. Switch hitter, known more for his glove than his bat. The 2-0 is fouled back 2-1. Though Taveras, I believe, last night had a couple of hits. You'd say 20 stadiums? It could hit off the top of the monster at Fenway. I don't know where else that's not a home run. That's straight away left at 400 feet. Every ballpark, you're looking at about 380 to that part of the field, with a couple of exceptions. 3-1 pitch to Taveras is hit on the ground and through on the right side, a base hit. 1 out single from Taveras, and he's got a lot of speed there on the base paths. Suarez is going to have to pay a little bit of attention. Second hit of the night for the Rangers. Both of them singles, and the other owner of a hit tonight, well, they're saying 0 for 1 on the screen, Marcus Semien. Who did have the hit in the first? Now maybe the Masson team has got it wrong. This first pitch to Semien is off the plate. Low and away for ball 1. Seager had the hit. Did he? I guess Seager had the hit, folks. Oh, that's right. That soft hit into center field. That is true. Okay. Your boy's back in it. Oh, Semien got into one to left. Cowser with a long run back. And Baltimore has paid off for 2 straight batters. Another deep fly out. This one farther into the left center field deep yard there. That ball went 401 feet for an out. So 2 batters have hit the ball a combined 800 feet for 2 outs. Thank you, Baltimore. 2 down, runner at first, and here's Seager. He takes high for ball 1. That left field wall is like one giant, like 50-foot long glove. The 1-0 to Seager is in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, runner at first. Scoreless game, top of the 3rd. This will be the 40th pitch of the game so far for Suarez, which in 2 out in the 3rd, that's not bad at all. This one is fouled back, and the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Seager. 1 more strike to get out of the 3rd. And I believe the O's will be sitting up the top of the order next. If not, maybe the 9-1 and 2 hitters. I can't remember. Actually, it's probably 8, 9, and 1 because, yeah, we've only had the 1 base runner. Here's a check on Taveras. He slides back in the first safely. All I know is that Gunner's going to hit in the next inning. Hopefully one of the 2 batters hitting in front of him will get on base. Here's a pitch fouled back by Seager. 96 fastball from Suarez. Against a fastball 95 miles an hour or harder, Corey Seager has a 404 average on that kind of pitch, which is 6th best in baseball. Taveras on the run, and the pitch is low and away. The throw down is... Wow, the base runner is off the bag, and a late call by the ump. He is out. And Taveras apparently wants a challenge. Of course, he's not happy with the call. He shouldn't be happy. Either he's right and he's safe, or he's wrong and he's embarrassed for coming off the bag. From the initial replay angle, there's no way to tell here. I'm not sure. That oven mitt. See, again, this is my thing with the oven mitt. It's an extension of your hand. You're given like an extra half inch there, and I swear that glove is touching the bag, but his fingers are not. I'm telling you what. That's what I'm talking about with these oven mitts. If he's not wearing an oven mitt, he's not touching this base right at that last moment. Right there. Right there. I mean, that's not his fingers touching. I mean, I'll start running with a shoe on my hand and just reach for a bag with an extra 5 inches of shoe to touch the base. If we're going to start using our equipment to get us an extra inch. This should be an interesting call. I'm going to assume they're going to overturn it and call him out. Excuse me, I meant to say overturned and call him safe, and that is exactly the situation. The ruling on the field has been overturned. Taveras does get the oven mitt in, if only by one little speck of rubber on the end of that oven mitt. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Seager at the plate. And now a runner in scoring position. The 2-2 is off the plate. And now the count is run full on Seager. I would not give in to him here with Josh Smith on deck and a runner or a first base open. Corey Seager is a multi-all-star, 2-time World Series MVP. Swing and a miss. What do I know? Albert Suarez is a legend. And look at Joan Jett. She's ready to splash the splash zone on a strikeout. She doesn't care what the rules are. That's who Joan Jett is. She was born to not follow rules. Why start now in the splash zone? If Joan Jett wants to spray you in the face with some water, you better take it and appreciate it. We go to the bottom of the third, scoreless here in Baltimore. And again, it will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. A very fast player to lead it off, a very fast player coming up third, and whatever that is in between. Happy birthday in advance to Gunnar Henderson. Alabama boy. Is it time for a lucky? It might be. I'm feeling with a little bit of luck. With a little bit of luck. Hey, the Blue Jays still up 1-0 on the Yanks. Excuse me. Oh. Okay, let's just have some hiccups. Actually, folks, there's really not much going on out of town quite yet. The Phillies 1-0 over the Fish. That's in the top of the 6th. Play-by-play with JJ covering that game. Hey, maybe he'll bring his crowd on over to mine if that game ends first. Rays up 2-0 on the Nats. No score between the Rockies and White Sox. And again, the Blue Jays up 1-0. Scoreless between the Padres and Red Sox. 1-1 tie between the Astros and Mets. That should be an exciting series. Braves and Pirates. No score, top of the 2nd. Everything else is later. Let's just keep that Yankees score somewhere in sight here. All right. That's mean. I was mean? What did I do? How was I mean? I don't want to be mean. First pitch to Mateo. Bottom of the zone there from Scherzer for a called strike. It's mean, but it made you laugh. Okay, well, that makes it okay. All right. 0-1 pitch. Exactly. You're laughing. That's what matters. That's when you know the humor is good. 1-1 the count after a pitch off the plate. Mateo hitting .240 with 5 home runs. One pitch is low and away. By the way, remind me, folks, during the next half inning, I want to bring up, in fact, I'll start bringing it up now. Go back over to my own page and just have this, have that on standby. Next pitch is swung on a miss. Nice location by Scherzer. Bottom of the zone on the outside corner. Mateo with a whiff. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Max Scherzer, folks, this is only his 2nd outing of the season. He was definitely on a pitch count in that first outing. He only was able to go 5 innings. Swing and a miss on a nasty pitch there. A changeup that fell off the table. And Mateo swings over it to strike out. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Scherzer was only able to go 5 innings in that first outing, as one would expect after a long injury layoff. You're not going to have your pitch count. You're not going to have that stamina built all the way up yet. So I'm hoping with this only being his 2nd start, if he is being super effective, maybe he will only go 6 innings at most. And then we can still have an opportunity to go after their bullpen if need be. Here's James McCann, who takes one off the plate for ball 1. McCann at a 202 average, 3 home runs. This one's lined and a base hit into left center field. James McCann. There you go, buddy. You may not be Adley Rutschman, but you're going to have to fill in for him tonight. So far, you're doing Adley things. 1 trip to the plate, 1 base hit. And that'll get Gunnar up to the plate. And folks, where is this? Bring this up on over here now. Folks, we've passed over 1,350 subs. What do I got to do to move this on? Would you move? Why aren't you moving? No, I don't want to repost that. I'm trying to move this up into here. Uh-oh, the touchpad is acting up. All right, ball 1 to Gunnar Henderson. Runner at first, 1 out, and scoreless. The pitch swung on a big cut, and I guess Gunnar got a little piece of that as it went back behind the plate. 1-2 the count. On this homestand, Gunnar so far is 8 for 16 with 7 runs scored, a couple of homers, 4 RBI, a couple of walk, an OPS of 1.493. That would make Barry Bonds second guess his talents. And folks, just to let you in on a little info, Gunnar is not on any human growth hormone, and he's just a little kid. When Barry Bonds was Gunnar Henderson's age, he looked like a popsicle stick. 1-2 the count on Gunnar, and he takes low and inside for ball 2. What a fantastic matchup we got here. The veteran Scherzer against the young phenom Gunnar Henderson. Looks like we got a nicer crowd than the Thursday night game. You would hope so on a Friday night. On a pitch low here, the count will run full on Gunnar. The payoff to Gunnar Henderson with 1 on, 1 out is up and away, ball 4. Make it 35 consecutive games Gunnar Henderson has reached base. Folks, that's pretty much a quarter of the season. All right, folks, get those taters up in the chat and make it snappy. We're looking for that rally now. With McCann on at second, Gunnar at first. There's a breaking ball. A big looping curve there from Scherzer. Called a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1 the count. What a great sign out there. A guy's holding up a sign with a bag of Utz potato chips that says, "Hey, Tony, let her rip." Something about let her rip with a chip. I don't know. He somehow tied in the local potato chip Utz brand. I miss Utz. 0-2 the count on Santander. And he takes a pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Folks, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's got to be Utz. Best potato chip on the market, and I haven't had one now in forever. Your boy hasn't had a crab chip since probably the Bush administration. Oh, wait a minute. Don't let me bring up anything like that today after last night. Sheesh. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Santander. Yeah, when it comes to the pretzels, I'm a Snyder's guy. Snyder's of Hanover, honey mustard and onion pretzel pieces. Chef's kiss. Swing and a miss by Santander. He goes down. Scherzer with the K. 2 down in the inning. And it's going to be up to Ryan O'Hearn, excuse me, right? He should be up next. Ryan O'Hearn. Another Ryan. On the left side, he walked his first time up. 2 down with 2 on. And he takes a pitch low for ball 1. This is the kind of situation O'Hearn lives for. 2 outs, runners on base. Next pitch is at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. 1-1 the count on O'Hearn. Come on, Charm City Chat. Let me hear ya. I'm not sure, Zopfinator, about the all-time record for Orioles consecutive games on base. This pitch is up and away to O'Hearn. 2 balls and 1 strike. Scherzer is on 44 pitches at the moment. If he's able to get out of this inning in the next couple of pitches, that count would be fine. But if it were to continue, it could get into trouble. Let's hope it continues. 2-1 pitches hit weakly off to the right foul. And the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Folks, 2s are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. And a bit of a light but still audible chant of "Let's Go O's" around the ballpark. Here comes the 2-2 to O'Hearn. That one is hit on the ground, foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. Keep fouling them off. Make Scherzer get annoyed. I'd love to see a nice 10-pitch at bat here. The pitch is hit and fouled back again. I love it. Come on, Ryan. Get that pitch count up. Make Scherzer second guess that he doesn't have a put-away pitch. The more pitches you see, the more opportunities for the pitcher to maybe throw one somewhere he didn't mean to. The 2-2. That one is fouled back again. Oh, Ryan, I love it. Come on. So Scherzer now closing in on 50 pitches in the third, and suddenly the pitch count is starting to come into play again. Again, if he's on a limit of some sort, it's going to mean something here at some point in the game. 2-2 pitch is fouled back again. Well, it should be left side, and yes, out of play by only a couple of rows. I might have jumped the gun on calling that a foul. I mean, it was foul for sure, but I might have overreacted thinking that ball was not going to be playable. It nearly was. Still 2-2 the count, and man, the noise is starting to swell up here in the crowd as this at-bat goes on. Still 2-2 to O'Hearn. 2 down, 2 on. The pitch. That one is lined down the right field corner, but it's going to slice, I should say hook. Going to hook foul. O'Hearn just a fraction of a millisecond out in front of that pitch, or else that ball is bouncing off the flag court right now for a 3-run homer. Or would it be a 2-run homer? How many men are on base? We got 2 men on base, right? McCann and Gunnar? Yeah, that would have been a 3-run homer. All right, 2-2 still. Another pitch to O'Hearn. And this one's popped up. Playable in center. Coming in is Taveras to make a routine catch to win the inning. The Orioles fail to score, but they do some damage. They had a couple of hard-hit balls. They got guys on base. And then O'Hearn extended in that bat to dig into Scherzer's pitch count. So we may not have produced a run, but we've got some things done in that inning that might help us as the game goes on. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and step away here for a second, probably light up a Lucky, and I'll be back with you shortly. Stick around. Stick around. Where's Buzzsaw? He had to split. Sub-Zero, now just plain zero. Remember, Benny, when I told you I would kill you last? I lied. Miss, please don't interrupt my friend. He's dead tired. God, I love Arnie lines. What's your favorite Arnie line of all time? And if you say, I'll be back, I'll ban you forever. Come on. Something interesting. Get to the chopper is a close second. Get to the chopper. Do it. Do it now. Come on, kill me, come on. Whew. All right. Friday night in the park. Feels like the 4th of July. Wait, is Joan Jett already making her way out of the splash zone? Was that it? 1/2 inning? I demand more. Come on, Rubenstein was out there for like half the ball game. All right, here we go. Top of the 4th. Josh Smith at the plate. He takes a fastball high for ball 1. Liquid metal. There's a called strike at the top of the zone. The umpire might have given Suarez an extra inch there at the top of the zone. 1-1 the count. This one is fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Josh Smith, leading off the top of the 4th. Another foul ball off to the right. Still 1-2 on Smith. Get your ass to Moss. Get your ass to Moss. Actually, you know what my favorite line is from Total Recall? As this pitch from Suarez is over the plate but low. 2-2 on Smith. It's really not one of the more catchier phrases. But when Arnold is asked to remove a tracking device out of his nose, the other Arnold, advising him on the video screen, says, when you hear the crunch, you're there. I don't know why that line always stuck with me. 2-2 the count. And the next pitch is lifted in the air pretty well to right field, backing up for it, and making a leaping grab at the scoreboard is Anthony Santander. Folks, he didn't exactly get huge jumps. A vertical you're not going to see in the NBA anytime soon, but Santander leaves his feet up against the scoreboard to make this catch. Anthony Santander. The defense getting it done so far tonight for Suarez. Here's Garcia, who swings and misses at a fastball above the zone. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 4th. When you hear the crunch, you're there. This pitch is a little bit off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Probably my second favorite quote is, if I'm not me, who the hell am I? Which, by the way, is a question I ask myself every morning. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Top of the zone with the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Garcia. Swing and a miss. 97 there from Suarez. He dialed up It might say 96 on your screen. I got 97 here on this one. And Garcia is late. Late for an important date. 2 down in the inning. Here comes Wyatt Langford. Breaking ball stays up above the zone for ball 1. One 0 pitch is low and away. 2-0 the count. And it looks like the scoreboard is tracking nicely with me tonight. That's good to see. 2-0 pitch. Upstairs, 3-0. Suarez falling behind here. Don't want to issue a 2-out walk. There's a called strike right in there. Get me over fastball. Langford takes all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. I lived in Essex for 32 years, but now I'm in Fort Worth. In enemy territory. This one's lined up the middle. A base hit for Langford. 2-out single. Langford aboard. So I'm in the enemy territory now. Been here for 10 years. Last year hurt watching the Rangers do that to us. I know, Mark. It hurt. It hurt. We did not look ready for postseason ball. And that is the number 1 objective this season. Get back to the playoffs and put up a better result. Folks, I want to get to the championship series, minimum. Whether that means we got to win a wild card series and a division series or just a division series, I don't care. Get us at least to the ALCS. We'll take it from there. First pitch to Nathaniel Lowe is ball 1. And Suarez now with a check on the runner at first, who's back in. Oh, yeah, Mark, I love it. After the beatdown they gave us, I would love to see us just take at least 3 out of 4 here. Pretty large lead over there at first base. Runner stays put on the pitch, and this one is fouled back by Lowe. 1 ball, 1 strike. Checking in from Canada. This ball is fouled back by Lowe. Rod, I'm right there with you. I am convinced. I will bet the farm the Orioles are going to be in the playoffs this year. My only concern are 2 days on the calendar between now and the postseason. The trade deadline and then the final day of the season. What does our postseason roster look like going into October? Those are my 2 big. There goes the runner on a 1-2 pitch, and again, it's fouled back by Lowe. Langford will have to return to first base. Folks, would it be sacrilege if I told you that my pizza of choice back home was Lido's Pizza? I was a Lido's fan. They still have Lido's, don't they? Maybe their quality's taken a dip. I don't know. It's been over a decade probably since I've had Lido's. 1-2 the count, and this pitch is up and away. 2-2 on Lowe. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is lifted in the air to left field. Cowser looks like he's going to have a play on this one as he ranges toward the foul line. And my game just froze before this catch was made. I'm going to assume it was because Cowser was not exactly... All right, they just cut to commercial. All right, so the game's back on. Folks, a fly ball to Cowser to win the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless in Baltimore. Folks, I'm very happy to report that yesterday I worked out a lot of issues going on with my visa. Unfortunately, the visa agency that was assisting me with my previous visa kind of gave me a bit of a runaround and kind of gypped me out of a month of visa, which means my new visa and the travel I have to do in order to procure one is going to occur still during the regular season. And I was very worried about that I might need to miss a game, but your boy is going to make a sacrifice. 4 days before my visa expires, I'm going to go ahead and just punt those 4 days, because on the Monday in the last week of August, there is an off day for the Orioles. I was able to talk to a new agency and set up a new plan for a new visa that'll have me on the road for 1 day on that off day. So your boy, as it stands right now, is not going to miss a single game this season. That is the plan, and I'm doing everything I can to keep it that way. But bottom line, there's a huge sigh of relief for me, because that was an issue that was just hanging out there in the breeze, waiting on hearing something. All right, Ryan Mountcastle at the plate. Scherzer's first pitch to him is off the plate for ball one. Thanks, everybody. And that one's hit hard in the left center, and a diving catch out there by Langford. Oh, boy. Mountie looked like he might find a spot for that ball to land, but Langford closed down and went into a slide and made the catch. 1 out. And that'll bring up the milkman. The pitch is off the plate and gets all the way back to the backstop. The man, I don't think my neighbor is going to be capable of giving you a play-by-play call of a Major League Baseball game. 1-0 pitch to Scherzer is in there, called strike. 1-1 the count. One pitch is taken. That pitch was low. Scherzer lays off. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. No score. It has been a pitching battle so far between Scherzer and Albert Suarez. Here's a pitch that looked like it might have caught the bottom of the zone. The umpire calls it ball 3. Scherzer not happy with the call. He knows that was a strike. 3-1 to Scherzer. On the bottom of the zone, on the outside corner, Scherzer painting the corner like Bob Ross. Full count. 1 out, Scherzer at the plate. Ramon Arias is on deck. And the payoff pitch is hit in the air, off to the left side, and out of play, foul. Next pitch from Scherzer will be number 60. Excuse me. I'm hoping he's got a pitch count somewhere around 85 to 90 at most. This one is hit on the ground to the right side, but foul. The at-bat will continue. A lot of motionless fans standing out there in the flag court area, and I don't see anybody drinking any beer. What's going on? Grab a beer. Another payoff pitch to Scherzer. And that one's lifted in the air to right field and deep. Going back on it, looking up, and it's gone! Bye, birdie! The milkman delivers again. Home run number 12 on the season. That's right, he's got a dozen, And the Orioles are out ahead. We are home run dependent. Colton Cowser with a nice stroke, sending the ball out to right field. That ball went 425 feet as Cowser gets a drink from the homer hose. And the first pitch swung on by Urias, popped up. Shortstop on the outfield grass makes the catch, 2 down. Urias retired on 1 pitch. Booty Smacker. Hey, folks. How about a round of applause for Booty Smacker taking a break from smacking all that booty to come in and hang out with us? So Cowser starting to heat up. And speaking of heating up, here's Sid Mullins. And he looks to lay a bunt down, but it's going to drop, thankfully, in front of the third baseman and into foul ground. That ball nearly hung up there for an easy out. 0-1 the count on Cowser, on Mullins, with 2 down, nobody on. 1-0 Baltimore in the bottom of the 4th. Folks, Albert Suarez has currently out-dueled Max Scherzer. The 0-1 to Sed is lined in the right and caught out there by Janikowski on a run in the gap. Sed with another solid stroke, but no luck on that one. But hey, Colton Cowser, he goes yard, and the Orioles have taken a 1-0 lead as we head to the 5th. All right. We are on the board. And it's going to be the bottom of the order due up next for the Rangers. Take a look at those scores here. Oh, the Yankees have tied it up at 1 apiece. They have tied it up at 1 apiece. Phillies with a 1-0 lead on the Fish. Rays up 2-0 on the Nats. Scoreless. Oh, that's a delay, actually. It looks like this game is yet to start between the Rockies and White Sox. Boy, that should be a big, heavily watched game. Boston still ahead 1-0 on the Padres. That's now in the bottom of the 4th. Houston has taken the lead now, 2-1 on the Mets. The Braves ahead of the Pirates 1-0, and a couple of games have now just gotten started. No score. Guardians against the Royals and Cubs against the Brewers. Oh, Cubs-Brewers. That's another intriguing matchup. A couple of NL Central teams going at it. Coming up later, we've got another NL Central matchup, Reds and Cardinals. The Tigers will be playing L.A. out west, I would assume. Maybe not. 8:38 start time. That would be 9:38. I think so. That should be in L.A. Twins will be playing Seattle. The A's will be playing the Diamondbacks. L.A. against San Francisco. Dodgers-Giants, another classic matchup. There's a lot of good games on here. If I wasn't covering this one, I'd probably be flipping the remote around. Well, I guess the Joan Jett Splash Zone experience has come to an end. But I'm glad to see her out there. Here she is now in the booth with Ben McDonald and Kevin Brown. And Joan Jett hanging out. I'd much rather have her sitting in than, say, Kevin Costner. Janikowski at the plate. This one on a 1-0 pitch is popped up to right field. Santander has to come in a long way, but he makes the catch. 1 down. Folks, what was the name Joan Jett was in before she was a solo artist? Who knows their real Joan Jett? What was the name of the band Joan Jett was in before she went solo? Come on, Charm City chat. Give me your knowledge. There's that first pitch. Yes, the Runaways. Baxter. Melanie. The man. All right. We've got some music aficionados. Whoa, Albert Suarez with a pitch over the head of Andrew Nizer. as that ball goes to the backstop. Nizer with a 1-1 count. He flied out to deep left field his first time up. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch is low and away, 2-1. The man adding a little bit more info. Two and one, the Nizer. The pitch is hit on the ground. Second baseman Mateo has it over to first in time. 2 away. Albert Suarez is on cruise control right now. 2 down in the top of the 5th. Cherry bomb. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. Leody Taveras at the plate. He goes after the first pitch to left field, and Kowser's there to make the catch, and this inning is over. Albert Suarez, 5 innings in the books. The legend. He is already qualified for the win. 5 innings, 3 hits, no walks. Couple of strikeouts. No extra base hits, right? Just 3 singles. Hey, hey, hey. It's shutout Albert. And I'm going to pitch a game for you. And the O's will hit a home run or 2. We'll have a good time beating up on Texas. Learning from each other. I don't know. I ran out of words. They did a great documentary bio movie on them. Jet's first Oriole game that she ever attended when she was a little girl with her father was Jim Palmer's only no-hitter in his career. Yeah, I remember hearing that. She brought that up in an interview last year when she came on the broadcast booth. I remember that exact same anecdote. That's very, very cool. Nah, 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 gonna have a good win. Hey, hey, hey. Maybe Abba Shubaduba, the respa, the announcer of the play-by-play with the musha mouth the voicer. That might drive a people crazy. Hello, Mr. Hyde. Anybody remember Weird Harold? Weird Harold was my favorite Fat Albert character. He had this very strange walk where he would sort of pull at the waist of his pants and do this sort of shimmy walk while he sort of ducked and walked at the same time. I don't know how to describe it in words, but I can certainly I tell you what, the Orioles win the night. I'm going to do my Weird Harold impression. Jorge Mateo at the plate. He takes off the plate for ball 1. Mushmouth doing Mario. Can you tell what era I grew up in? Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on Mateo. Mateo 0 for 1 so far tonight. This pitch is lifted foul and out of play. I don't know why I'm on this part of the screen. I apologize. By the way, here's your entire scoring summary. Colton Cowser, solo shot, 425 feet in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, Weird Harold definitely had his own kind of rhythm. This ball is reached for and grounded into the hole on left side for a base hit. What a piece of hitting there by Jorge Mateo. He had to reach out over the plate for that one and somehow was able to still pull it on the ground over 100 miles an hour into the hole past the shortstop. A leadoff single with speed to burn. Somebody remind your boy, has Max Scherzer got any reputation for holding runners well, or a bad reputation, or somewhere in between? James McCann at the plate. Mateo fakes a run. Check swing by McCann, and They show us the first base umpire for an appeal, but he never made any indication. Looks like it's a ball. No swing. 1 ball, no strikes on McCann. Mateo at first. Nobody out. Next pitch is... That ball got jammed in on McCann, and he fists it foul behind the plate. Joan Jett in the booth acting her typical Maryland eccentric self. I love it. I love that I come from a part of the world where we're known for our oddball behavior. Here's a check on Mateo. Back in with a slide. I don't think that's Scherzer's best move over there. That ball almost lobbed to first base. 0-2 the count still on McCann. Mateo not running. McCann lifts one to right field. Backing up on it is Janikowski, but he'll have room on the track to make the catch. Mateo's going to tag and try to get to second, and he is safe. Oh, my goodness. A fly ball to right field, and Mateo has the cojones to tag from first and get to second and put himself in a scoring position. You don't see this every day. There are only a few players in baseball that are going to be able to do what Mateo just did. And here comes Gunnar. We go over here now. Hey, do I need this up? Oh, yeah, I wanted to show you guys something. I'm never getting around to it. Folks, we go to the subscreen now, and there's a conference on the mound. All right, while we have the conference, let me show you this here. Folks, this is the... Is there any way for me to blow this up a little bit larger? These are the stats at the exact halfway point of the season for the Orioles. Some notable numbers. Adley Rutschman is on pace for a season where he hits 300 with 30 homers and 110 RBI. How does that sound for your catcher? Gunnar Henderson is on pace for 144 runs, 52 homers, and nearly 400 total bases. And his OPS is over 1,000. And oh, by the way, throw in 26 steals while you're at it. Here's the pitch to Gunnar, and it's line base hit in the right field. Coming around third and coming home is Mateo as that ball gets away, and Gunnar is going to be able to move up to second base. RBI single and an error on the defense. Mateo scores. Gunnar hits that one 107 off the bat. Just absolutely crushes every baseball in his path. 2-0 Baltimore. And the subscreen coming in for Gunnar again. I didn't have the subscreen up for his first AB. He grounded out the second. I got it up in time here. RBI single. And now he's on second base with that error. Santander at the plate. And there's a called strike. Folks, get them taters up in the chat. What do we got to do to get through to you? We're trying to bust this game open on Max Scherzer. 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. 86 from Scherzer. What was that pitch? A changeup. Oh, 0-2 the count on Santander. And a swing and a miss. Santander goes down on strikes on just three pitches. Folks, I'm going to have to blame that one on Charm City Chat. You're just going to have to give me, more taters than that. How many people are watching right now? Folks, nearly 200 people watching right now. And I got 3 people to throw in some taters. Where's the fandom? Ryan O'Hearn swings at the first pitch and pops it up on the infield. Seager, the shortstop on the outfield grass, makes the catch. And the inning is over. But the Orioles have doubled their lead to 2-0. That's right. Courtesy of A Gunnar Henderson base hit that scored Jorge Mateo. We head now to the 6th. Orioles 2, Texas nothing. Folks, never forget to tater. Tater it up. Charm City Chat, you got a job to do. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Baltimore. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for the Rangers going into the 6th inning. Everybody poops sometimes. So hold on to the toilet bowl. Hold on. Hold on. If you're in a disabled public toilet, hold on to the railings on either side. Hold on. Everybody poops. When I hope you're alone. Oh, boy. All right. What's happening? I was singing a ballad. Hey, the Padres have jumped out over the Red Sox 2-1. My version, the man, or the original? If you're telling me the original is the worst song ever, that song has probably helped a lot of people deal with a lot of tough times. It may not be a banger, quote unquote. It's not one I would play as a DJ at a wedding. But that song has its place. All right, here we go. Top of the 6th. Top of the order for the Rangers. Simeon takes a pitch high for ball 1. Albert Suarez trying to get through 6 with the lead. Pitch number 75 on the night is low and away. 2-0 the count. Bottom of the 5th. What's going on bottom of the 5th, Vonnie? We're in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. A 95-mile-an-hour heater top of the zone. Simeon could not get to it. 2-1 the count. Next one is hit in the right field, but right at Santander. He doesn't have to move. Man, oh man, Albert Suarez. Smoke and mirrors. I don't know how he does it, but so far tonight, he is just he's just cutting through this Rangers order like a hot knife through butter. Corey Seager at the plate, 1 out, and a breaking ball is fouled back. Seager has a base hit tonight. He's also struck out. Tell you right now, Joan Jett in the broadcast booth sounds like a female version of Harry Carey right now. God love her. This pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's lifted in the air to right, pretty deep. Santander going back, and on the track, he makes the catch right in front of the wall. My, oh my, Albert Suarez. He's gotten help from Baltimore. He's had a ball leaped for and grabbed by Santander. And now here's another ball just a few feet away from finding the seats. But the catch made out there near the wall. 2 down in the 6th. Here's Josh Smith. Base is empty. Pitch number 81 from Suarez. Swung on and missed. A changeup tailing away. Smith is 0 for 2 tonight. The 0-1 is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. My friend had a dream last night. This pitch is, where'd that one miss? 2-1 the count as we got a reverse angle from behind the plate on that pitch. 2-1 the count. The pitch is in there at the top of the zone. A called strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Howdy, country. How you been? I haven't seen you around in a while. Good to have you back. Country's a Magic member, folks. Country's got the binoculars. 2-2 pitch is foul back. We'll do it again. Guacoma. Guacoma. The 2-2 pitch is up and away for ball 3. Dan. Oh, Dan. Dan. 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Infield. Urias has it. 6 shutout innings from Albert Suarez. He is out dueling Max Scherzer. This is the dream I had. Folks, I said a 3-1 final. It's kind of edging that way. We'll see. We head to the bottom of the 6th. So Country basically has a farm life, and he put it all on hold to follow the Yankee series, and now he's playing catch up. But right after the Yankees series, Country, we had a 5-game losing streak. It was your absence that was a direct catalyst for that losing streak. We blame you. I'm just kidding, of course. Honestly, the losing streak coincided perfectly with I was under the weather. The first day I was feeling really, really bad. I was having to think about even going on the air. And that was when the first of the 5 games we lost started. I tell you what, there is something magical about this team. Something supernatural. What does a cannibal do if he wants to get rid of bad breath? He chews on some Mentos. Mentos. Who farted in here? All right. Yeah, folks, do try to keep the big 4-letter bad words out of chat if you can, okay? We're Charm City. Here's a ground ball to third on the first pitch to Mountcastle, and he will be thrown out at first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Scherzer still out there here in the bottom of the 6th. No problem, Sean Fence. Yeah, no. The thing is, if we just let everybody just use salty language all the time, like we normally do in our regular lives, it would just, hey, that's going to do it for Scherzer. All right, folks. Max Scherzer has been knocked out of the game with 1 out in the 6th. See you later, Max. Sorry you couldn't match up against Albert Suarez. You know, you being a guy that's probably heading to the Hall of Fame. Albert, a guy that spent the last 6-7 years playing in Korea, Mexico, or wherever the hell he could. Scherzer's got to be like, 37 by now? 38? What is his age? Actually, folks, let's look one more time at some of these stats. I'll lean in and help you out. How about Anthony Santander on pace for over 100 RBI? How about Jordan Westburg? 26 homers, 96 RBI, and a dozen steals with a 282 average. You'll take that, won't you? And folks, if you look at the bottom of this screen, you get an idea of the team's total batting average, total on base, total slugging. If you compare those numbers with Ryan Mountcastle up here, they are very, very close. 466 slugging, Mountie and the team in general. 786 on base, the team is 782. All this to say, folks, is that basically our entire team is like letting 9 Ryan Mountcastles come up to hit over and over and over again. A player the caliber of a Mountcastle is our average player in the lineup. And Mountcastle, last I checked, is your leading vote getter to start at first base in the All-Star game. So apparently, the best first baseman in the league for our offense is just an average guy. I hope all that jumps out at you. I made some of these points right here. We can go ahead and get rid of this. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th. Folks, Colton Cowser's at the plate. He homered his last time up. He takes a bit up and away for ball 1. Who is the new pitcher here? It's Latz. The lefty Latz, L-A-T-Z. 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike, low and away in the zone. Can I get a first name here? Jacob Latz. ERA of 3 1/3. 1-1 pitch is low and away. 2 balls and a strike on Cowser with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. And the Orioles have activity. Interesting to see Yennier Cano up this early in the bottom of the 6th. As this one's popped up by Cowser. Left center, the center fielder Taveras backing up more and more, and he finally makes the catch out there right where the corner of that bullpen starts, about 378 feet away. So that's the second out here in the bottom of the 6th. And that should bring up Cedric Mullins. Man, Joan Jett getting the long interview treatment here. Urias. Excuse me, it's Ramon Urias at the plate. I apologize. I thought Ced was due up. I guess they want to split up the lefty and righty bats. 1-0 on Urias. Next pitch is waved at on a pitch way off the plate outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Urias is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Well, this pitcher is the Latz guy I expected. Latz call for alcohol. There's a breaking ball swung on a miss by Urias. 1-2 the count. 2 down, nobody on. Oh, the Blue Jays are now up 3-1 with the bases loaded. Yeah, Calvin, let us know how that inning plays out. This pitch is up and in. 96 on the fastball from Latz. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ramon Urias. Hitting 6th in the lineup tonight. This pitch is low. Full count. I wonder if Westberg is available. All right, folks. I've seen every pun for the Latz time. Hey, it's a walk. Ramon Urias with a fine AB. Working the count. And finally getting a walk out of Latz. A 2-out walk. To keep the line moving. Here's Mullins now. Facing the lefty Latz. Wow, I've got some kind of hiccups today. I'm sorry. Wow. Here is the 1-0 to Mullins. You know, I'm really surprised they went to the lefty here in this spot in the 6th because I figured the Rangers would, save the best for lats. The 2-0 to Mullins is swung on and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's right. If you want to play a pun game, let's go. I'll be the lats man standing. Swing and a miss by Mullins. 2-2 the count. 2 out, runner at first. And I might need to retire the Muttley laugh for the rest of the season. Jose Urena is getting a loose right-hander for the Rangers. This is my day job, Nicholas. People love me for my entertainment. Swing and a miss by Mullins, and the inning is over. We head to the 7th. 2-0 Baltimore. I mean, I don't know if you noticed there, Nicholas. Let me give you a little insight here. All right, here, come around over here. Where is this? See this? See this? That's my day job. Doesn't that look like daytime to you? Day job. All right. Let's go. A little bronchitis. I'll be all right. Laryngitis. Tendinitis. Whatever. What did the snail say when he was sitting on the turtle's back? I have no idea. My shell is better than your shell? I don't know. Guerrero tried stealing home while the batter struck out. Oops. What the hell was Guerrero doing trying to steal home? Even his father, who was a lot more athletic and fast. I don't know about that move. But Junior? All right. Oh, we. Oh, because they're both very slow. And for the snail, it's like a fun ride on the back of a turtle. I get it. That is not a dad joke. That is a kindergarten joke, and I love it. Yennier Cano is out here to begin the 7th. I guess the idea is maybe in the 8th inning, Brandon Hyde is going to expect a lot of lefties due up, and he's going to want a lefty ready for the 8th. That's my best guess. Garcia, the righty, in here for the first pitch that's off the plate but called strike 1. Garcia 0 for 2 so far tonight. This pitch is also off the plate. Cano figured he might as well go out there again. And that pitch, as you can see on the scorecard there, very close to the first one, but now it's a ball. Yeah, that's a bubblegum joke. That is definitely a bubblegum joke. Off the plate with this one, 2 balls and a strike. All right, folks, we got to lock in here and hope Cano doesn't have any struggles tonight. We got the middle of the Rangers order up. Garcia, dangerous hitter. 2-1 pitch is off the plate again, 3-1. And, folks, the 1 strike Cano was given was generous. Come on, Cano. How can he come in with a 2-run lead and even think about issuing a walk? And that's exactly what he does. Man, that makes me mad. What are you doing? That is the precise thing not to do. Even if you left a fat one out over the plate, that is a solo shot, and then you're back to square one, and you know, it's a whole new rally. But, you know, you walk the leadoff man, you're just asking for a rally here. Here's Wyatt Langford. First pitch is low, and out comes McCann to have a chat. Six pitches thrown by Cano. He's credited for one strike, but again, that was not over the plate. Every pitch has been off the plate. Yeah, Dan, it could be just that. It might not have anything to do with matchups that Hyde might be looking at in the next inning. It might be more of him seeing Cano as coming in the seventh, a lower leverage situation, a lower pressure situation. But it is the middle of the order here. Wyatt Langford with a 1-0 pitch, low for ball 2. Cano cannot throw a strike. And I'm afraid the one time he does, it's going to be right down Broadway. 2-0 pitch is way off. I mean, the worst pitch he's thrown yet. This is a major red flag. I don't see how Cano can suddenly find his command when he is this far off. Folks, this ball game is This ball game. The problem is Cano has got to face this batter and at least one more. Ball 4. Folks, it has to be said, the Yenier Cano that was so dominant in the first half of last season, he started to trail off a little bit. This year, he's had his moments, but folks, this is not the Yenier Cano that was blowing people away and putting up some crazy stats during the first half of last season. This version of Cano is a guy that probably should not be handling high leverage situations right now in the late innings. I'd rather see Dylan Tate or even Jacob Webb as a right-handed option in spots like this until Cano can figure it out. The entire infield in on that chat with Drew French. Two on, nobody out. Nathaniel Lowe coming up. 0-2. 0-2. 0-4-2 so far tonight. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. Low and in, ball 2. Hey, a strike, and as you can see on the board, right down the middle. If that's the only strike you can throw, that's as bad as anything. That is a batting practice pitch. 2-1. There you go. Top of the zone and a swing and a miss by Lowe. 2-2. Okay, Cano, build off of that pitch. 2-2 the count. 2-0 ball game. Nobody out with 2 runners on. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again. Two once more. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Cano with a beautiful location on that one. That had some movement as it tailed up and outside on the corner there. Perfectly executed from Cano. Where was that pitch? Try it some more. Here's Janikowski, 1 out. Runners still at first and second. A double play ball can get us out of it. Inside for ball 1. Come on, Cano. You have to think they're taking on the first pitch with the way you've been going. Just get that first pitch in there for a strike. 1-0 on Janikowski. 0 for 2 so far tonight. The pitch. And that one breaks off the plate outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Just trust your stuff, buddy. Get it over the plate. It's moving nice. The velocity is there. Just trust it. 2-0. There's one on the bottom of the zone, inside corner, called strike. 2-1 the count. Cano already up to 18 pitches. This is the last batter that he's required to face, I believe. Oh, no, he doesn't have to keep going. This one is lined into left field, a base hit. The lead runner, Garcia, will have to stop at third, and now the bases are loaded. And that's true. Janikowski, the lefty up, and we had Aiken loose in the bullpen. Should we have just gone to him right then and there? Bases loaded, 1 out. Tying run at second base. And the Rangers are going to get a pinch hitter up here, as Andrew Nizer, who started the game behind the plate, will be replaced by the usual starter, Jonah Heim, for a pinch hitting chance. And Brandon Hyde is going to counter the move and take Cano out of the ball game. Yenier Cano, he got a strikeout, but not much more. He put 3 men on base with only 1 out. Now it's going to be up to, who's coming in? I think I already said it. Didn't I say who was already coming in? They already went to commercial, and I already forgot because, short-term memory loss. 2-0 Baltimore. Pitching change here in the top of the 7th. Updates. Oh, the Padres have absolutely blown it open. And yes, the Yankees have taken the lead on Toronto. Mets and Astros tied at 2 apiece. Phillies, that one final. They shut out the Marlins. JJ, you couldn't bring your people on over here, buddy? Come on, JJ. Bring them on over. Bring them on over. Come on, JJ. Hey, folks, how's the like count doing tonight? Hey, wow, look at that. Wow, folks, absolutely amazing. I mean, Charm City chat. You want to talk about, I haven't mentioned likes tonight at all. Over 100 already. But, folks, it has to be said, that's not even half the number of people watching right now. So why don't we get that number on up to, I don't know, 110, 115, and then the ratio will be a little more, a little more friendly. Folks, there's a thumb at the bottom of your screen. If you're watching right now, all you got to do is tap it, give it the thumbs up, and you're helping out the channel. Believe me, YouTube takes all these little analytics and they pump it into their little machine, and it spits out some sort of info that says this channel should get promoted a little bit more. Jacob Webb is out here to replace Cano. And again, Webb was the guy I was thinking we probably should have gone to. Anyway. First pitch to Jonah Heim is fouled back off the screen behind the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. Heim hitting from the left side of the plate against the righty Webb. The 0-1 is a little bit high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Oh, that ball was left up. That ball needs to go foul, and it does. Wow, Jonah Heim nearly snuck one onto the flag court right near the foul pole for what would have been a grand slam. Instead, it does just hook foul. Holy Toledo, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Double play ball would be fantastic. The pitch. This one is swung on and missed. Jacob Webb. What a huge strikeout. Bases loaded. And now 2 down. Are we going to find a way out of this jam? Hot damn, I hope we do. Here's Leody Taveras, the number 9 hitter. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Come on, Webby. Can't afford to fall behind with the bases loaded to the number 9 hitter. You got Semien on deck. We got to put out the fire right here. 1-0 pitch. Inside 2-0. All right, enough Yankee updates until the Blue Jays get back into it. I'm done listening to the Yankees pile it on. 2-0 to Taveras. There's a... No, they're not going to call that a strike. Come on, Blue. Have a heart. Top of the zone, outside corner. 3-0 the count. Webb is in danger of walking in a batter. There's a called strike. Fastball inside edge of 94. 3-1 now. And Webb needs to come up with a special pitch in this count to somehow not throw ball 4, but not throw a pitch for Taveras to do something with. Taveras calls for time. Cionel Perez, the lefty, getting loose. The 3-1 to Taveras is lifted foul and out of play. All right, folks. 1 more strike. Come on, Birdland. Get on your feet there. Know the situation. Know the situation. Come on, get loud. The pitch. Ball 4. Webb walks in the Rangers' first run of the ball game. It is now 2-1. And that's going to bring up the dangerous Marcus Semien up now. A perennial all-star. Bases loaded, 2 down, a 1-run lead. Drew French is coming out to have a chat, and your boy needs a lucky. Also got some Pocky on standby if need be. All right, here we go. Conference over on the mound. Bases loaded, 2 down for Marcus Semien. Jacob Webb. First pitch is a breaking ball that clips the bottom of the zone on the outside corner. A beautiful slider to get that big first strike. The 0-1. Again with the slider, but this one breaks way far off the plate. Semien doesn't have to think about offering at it. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1 Baltimore. Top of the 7. 2 down with the bases loaded for Texas. The 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air. Foul behind the plate. 1 strike. 1 strike to get out of the mother of all jams. Was it bases loaded, nobody out when this kicked off? Come on, Webby. The 1-2. Swung on and fouled off to the right. And, man, now I'm worried about that 2-hour mark. That might be coming into play. We got to hurry up and get this at-bat out of the way because I need to refresh the game. Please don't let my game drop out in the middle of this AB. 1-2 count. The pitch is lifted foul and out of play. Oh, come on. Let's get him out quick. One and two, bases loaded, 2 down to Simeon. Webb gets the sign, the pitch. Swung on and popped foul out of play again. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to try to refresh the screen right now. I know I'm taking a risk. I am taking a major risk, but I got to do it. It has to be done. Oh, it's going to make me work hard for it, isn't it? You're making me work hard, aren't you? All right, here we go. Where's that pitch? Check swing, and apparently no swing there by Simeon. The count has gone to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, right side. Mountcastle near the line, near the tarp, and it's just out of his reach off the screen. Oh, boy. Inches away from getting out of the inning. It is still 2-2 on Simeon. Langford at third, Janikowski at second, Taveras at first. Another 2-2 is hit hard on the ground and stabbed by Urias at third across the diamond in time. And the Orioles, the magic continues. Yinier Cano came in and nearly crapped the bed, but somehow he's gotten bailed out by Jacob Webb. Holy Toledo. We do give up the 1 run, but we do hold the lead. It is 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore. Folks, it's time to get some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in chat. That's right. Where's Rob? We need a check-in from Rob. Has Rob been checking in tonight or what? Rob is probably 3 sheets to the wind. Hopefully Rob is out there having a blast. Folks. Was it raining? Might be a little bit of rainfall coming my way. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Orioles in the bottom of the 7th. Mateo, McCann, and Gunnar Henderson. Oh, I hear thunder now. Oh, there is a very heavy rumble coming from the skies out here in Thailand. We're kind of due for a major pour down, it has to be said. Hopefully no flooding. Over here, Thailand has their own version of the splash zone. It's called Songkran, which is the yearly New Year celebration in mid-April, where a week is spent where everybody's just tossing water on each other out in public, wherever you go. It can be a lot of fun, and after about 2 days, it can be really annoying. All right, Lucky out of the way. Look at those cakes up there. My friend, look at all them cakes. That's enough for everybody in chat. Oh, doctor. All right. Jack, there's no reason to say something like that. I do like it out here. And for you to tell me that those are the 2 things you know is just, there's no point in saying something like that. That's like saying, yeah, I'm familiar with America. It's full of a bunch of jerk-offs and cowboys. Would you like that to be how America is defined? I don't think you would. Hey, David Rubenstein is out there on top of the Oriole dugout dancing with the Oriole bird. Rubenstein is dancing on top of the dugout with the Oriole bird. You gotta love it. Jack, it was just a bad comment, dude. Just take the L and move on. There's no need to even talk more about it. It's cool, dude. Just... All right. Jorge Mateo. Jose Leclerc is on the mound. Right-hander for the Rangers, making his 31st appearance of the season. First pitch is low for ball one to Mateo. The 1-0 count is in there for a strike, bottom of the zone. Mateo 1 for 2 with a single. And boy, I tell you, now Rubenstein is out there just tossing free hats out into the crowd. 1-1 pitch hit on the ground. Third baseman gobbles it up. Smith over to first in time. And Mateo is retired to begin the bottom of the 7th. Hey, I know Rubenstein might not be able to cut a rug, but what billionaire can? Show me a billionaire who can dance, and I'll show you a unicorn with rainbow stripes. Here's James McCann. Swing and a miss. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Leclerc. McCann has a base hit tonight. That has lifted his average to 207. Perez in the 8th. That sounds like it makes sense. There's a called strike. So, yeah, as your boy was saying, I think Hyde looked at the lineup and said, I want a righty in the 7th and I want a lefty in the 8th. I don't live in Bangkok, Jack, but I've been over here since 2016 permanently. This pitch is broken off the plate, low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to McCann. I just like it here, Jack. That's the short answer. I could spend the rest of the game telling him more, but I like it here. 1-2 the count is fouled away. And the count is still 1-2. The only reason that I suffer living over here is that there's no baseball for me to go to live and enjoy. That's the one sacrifice I had to make. Swing and a miss. McCann goes down swinging. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Hey, my focus is locked in, folks. Living humbly. I mean, look, if you want to splash money, you can live like a king over here. If you live conservatively, then yeah, you can live here on a fraction of the price for all the things you get back in the States. That's the truth. This pitch is way high to Gunnar Henderson. Folks, Gunnar is up. What am I doing here? We're over here now. Hey, we're up to 1359. One more, folks. Let's get to 1360. The 1-0 to Gunnar is lifted in the air, right field, but not going to get it done this time. It's right to Janikowski, and the inning is over. My goodness. Folks, I said this was going to be a 3-1 ball game, and I'm standing by it. I am standing by my prediction. We go to the top of the 8th, 2-1 Baltimore. And I guess Cionel Perez, let's see who's going to be due up here for the Rangers. I'm guessing Nathaniel Lowe is a lefty bat. That'll be up. Maybe Josh Schmidt. That's a lefty bat. I don't know. Let's see. Who's going to be up? Okay, so it's Seager the lefty, Smith the lefty, and then Garcia the righty. All right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Hopefully we get those first 2 outs and Garcia comes up with nobody on. Unfortunately, Craig Kimbrell's not the sort of closer that you can bring in with, say, 2 out in the 8th and you want to get that righty batter out. I don't trust Kimbrell unless he's leading off the 9th inning. Any chance they put Scherzer back in just for great pitching? Well, you can't tonight. Once you're out of the game, you're out of the game. But it's a good sign for Texas for the second half of their season. If Scherzer's back, looking pretty good through his first 2 outings, just got to get that stamina built back up. Hopefully we won't see him no more. Yeah, I'm thinking we can use one more run. Get Seager out and we win. All right. Hey, he is the leadoff man. It is a huge, huge first batter here. If you do get Seager out, the difference between getting Seager out and him getting on somehow, yeah, that is huge. Both teams with only 4 hits through the first 7 innings. All right, here's Perez, going to make his 25th appearance of the season. Let's hope he's got it tonight. And as a reliever, there's no time to waste. You got to come out there throwing strikes. Here we go, folks. Leading off the top of the 8th, Seager. Perez's first pitch is top of the zone, but ball 1. Just a little bit high, 97 miles an hour. Next pitch is way off the plate outside, 2-0. Come on, Perez. You're in here for this role. The 2-0 is taken inside, 3 balls and no strikes. By the way, Seager hits lefties just as well as he does righties. It really doesn't matter to him. And that is ball 4. And honestly, folks, on a 3-0 count, that ball nipped the edge of the zone. You see so many times a pitcher falls behind 3-0 and the umpire will just gift him a strike even if it's not on the zone. That one was on the zone. And Perez can't get the call. Seager walks to lead off the top of the 8th. And that'll bring up Josh Smith, who takes a called strike. All right, Perez. Lock in, baby. Lock in. 0-1 on Smith. 0 for 3 tonight. Next pitch is a slider that, man, I'm telling you, Perez, come on, give him these pitches on the edge of the zone. They are perfectly placed. He does not get the call here. 1-1 the count. This one is swung on and missed. A foul tip, actually. Caught by McCann. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is lifted in the air without much on it. Coming in is the left fielder, Cowser. He calls off Gunnar and makes the catch. All right, big out. The first out of the 8th. Seager stays at first. And up comes Adolis Garcia, the right-hander. Here's the tough one. I mean, Seager is tough, but now you got a guy from the right side with a lot of pop. First pitch is up and away for ball 1. Garcia 0 for 2 tonight. The 1-0 is low. 2 balls, no strikes. This is the last batter Perez is required to face. Not sure if there's anybody getting loose 2-0 is hit hard to right field, but right at Anthony Santander, folks. There are angels in the outfield tonight. That is not the first time a ball was absolutely roped into the outfield, but right at somebody. Anthony Santander there to make out number 2. Here's Wyatt Langford, another righty batter. And Perez is going to stay out there to face him. First pitch is low and in for ball 1. Kevin Brown on the Oriole broadcast just making the point I was that the Rangers have hit a lot of hard-hit balls into outs tonight. 1-0 pitch is hit foul on the ground off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike to Langford. Corey Seager still over there at first base. He is the tying run. 2 down in the inning. The 1-1 to Langford is a breaking ball that stays high. 2-1. The 2-1 to Langford is low and in, 3-1. Come on, Perez. Come on, buddy. It is a lefty on deck, Nathaniel Lowe. The 3-1 is low, ball 4. Perez, I'm hoping you're doing that on purpose because you're confident you're going to get the lefty out next. Otherwise, you've just walked the go-ahead run on to first base. 2 on, 2 out. Tying run at first, go ahead run. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first. And it looks like the Rangers are going to sit up a pinch hitter here for Lowe. And now what do we do? It's going to be Robbie Grossman, the switch hitter. I can't remember for sure, but I know Grossman has some very split stats against lefties and righties. One side of the plate he's very, very good. Another side, not very good. So whichever side he's not good on, I want that pitcher. Drew French out to have a chat. 7-5 Yankees. What inning there, Bonnie? A lot of conversation out here with the infield gathered around Cionel Perez and Drew French. Grossman, the switch-hitting pinch hitter, batting from the right side. Here it is. Okay, against lefties, he's hitting 308, and against righties, 155. This is what I'm talking about. He's twice the hitter he is against lefties, and he's facing a lefty here. Why don't we bring out a righty if he's half the hitter he is? All right, I knew that was the case. Let's see what happens. The first pitch is swung on and missed. Perez with a challenge fastball at 97. Grossman with the whiff. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Breaking ball drops in there for a called strike 2. Come on, Perez. You got him 0-2. You got to put him away. I don't care what the splits are. He ain't hitting 1,000 off lefties. I know that much. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? That's in the zone anyway, and it doesn't matter as the first base umpire punches him out. Perez is pumped. Texas looks upset, but folks, that pitch was in the zone anyway. I don't care how you want to dissect it. Perez with the strikeout, and he gets out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still ahead 2-1. And we got some heavy hitters due up. Tony and a couple of Ryans. One more chance to get some insurance for Craig Kimbrell as the Orioles look to make it 3 in a row. and take the first 2 of 4 against the Rangers. How you doing out there, everybody? Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Sorry. Hey, how you doing? I can't straighten this out. I'm so bad. Every move I do is the opposite. Okay, there. Hi. How you doing? You excited? Friday night baseball. I almost said football. All right, I might be a little hungover. How you doing tonight, everybody? I can't. I'm so sick of this. I can't look at the monitor because everything is backwards. I move it left, it goes right. I move it up, it goes down. And I can't train my brain to figure it out. The hat checking in. He's on standby just in case. The hat. Folks, the legend of the hat grows. All right. Are we up to 1360 yet? Hey, how about that? 10 more in the books tonight. Folks, the drive to get to 1,500 by the All-Star break may be out of reach. Santander, first pitch swinging, grounds one into right field for a base hit. I want a pinch runner. I want a pinch runner because we got to have somebody quicker than Tony. I mean, I don't care if you put in Hayes to take over and right. It'd be a defensive upgrade in the bottom or in the 9th inning as well. They're going to let Tony run? Okay. All right. I'd pinch run. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. Swing and a miss. I mean, this is more than likely Santander's final at-bat of the night. So why not get some faster legs out there for this very important insurance run? 0-1 to O'Hearn is on the outside corner at the knees, a called strike 2. Yeah, Westberg would be another option. I was just trying to think of somebody that you could just swap as a like for like. If you go Westberg, then you got to still replace Santander in right field. So with Hayes, you kill 2 birds. This one's off the plate to O'Hearn. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I get you, Nicholas. I mean, look, I've always said Tony, as long as he can get to the ball, he usually makes the play. It's just he doesn't have a whole lot of range. He just doesn't have a whole lot of range. We're trying to protect a 1-run lead. And if he's not going to come up to hit again, swing and a miss by Ryan O'Hearn, and he's down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. Kjerstad is another potential one, but I'd rather wait for him to pinch hit rather than pinch run. You know what I mean? Like, I think Hayes, I know he's not a speed demon, but I'd rather save Kjerstad's bat if need be. Here's Mountcastle, and this one is low and away for ball 1. Mountie is 0 for 3 tonight. A 1-0 count, 1 out, runner at first. 2-1 ball game in favor of the Orioles. The pitch to Mountie is inside, and the count is 2-0. 2-0 count on Mountie. Kimbrel getting loose in the pen. The pitch is popped up right side. And waiting on it is Janikowski for out number 2. I don't think they're going to want to use Adley unless they absolutely have to because he's getting the night off. I don't have this as an official reason, but my logic would tell me that his throwing hand, his right hand, is swollen after getting hit there last night. Here's Colton Cowser, 2 down, runner at first. Folks, get those cows up. This could be our final swing here. On a pitch low and away. Ball 1. Check on the runner at first. Santander back in with a slide. At the end of 7 innings, Yankees 7, Blue Jays 5. The pitch is low, 2-0 on Cowser. Thanks for sharing, Shane. No need to tell us how that happened, but we can all have a pretty good theory. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, center field, but it's hanging up there for Taveras. He'll make the catch about 15 feet in front of the track. And the inning is over, folks. We are going to the 9th, clinging to a 1-run lead. We have scored just 2 runs on the night on just 5 hits. And yet we're asking to win this ball game. Here's the good news. It's the bottom of the Ranger order coming up. 7, 8, and 9. Janikowski, Heim, and Taveras. The best average on this team in those 3 is 237. Come on, Kimmy. If you're a closer worth $11 million a year or whatever it is, you ought to be able to get the bottom of the order out, even with just the 1-run lead. Craig Kimbrell's up. That's right, folks. Grab a pillow and hang on tight. It's the Lats inning. Jeez, let's hope so. If it's not the Lats inning, then something went wrong. Whoo, boy. Come on, Kimmy. Have it tonight, baby. Strike out the side and make it look easy. That's right, folks. If you got some heart medicine, leave it within arm's reach. I'm just sitting here waiting for the screen to cut back to the ball game. Just trying to see these final 3 outs through. Folks, Joan Jett, please give us that magic we need to get through this last inning. The power of Joan. Kimbrell is on the mound, taking his final warm-up toss as the ball gets thrown around the infield. 33rd appearance, 17 saves on the season out of 21 chances, 2.54 ERA. Opponents hitting just 165 off of him, 42 strikeouts to 12 walks. He has given up 2 home runs in those 30-something appearances. Okay, here we go. Janikowski is at the plate. Top of the 9th. First pitch is fouled straight back. 0-1 the count. Janikowski 1 for 3 tonight. I say Janikowski. It's just Jankowski. Is this not Travis Janikowski? I always thought it was Janikowski. This pitch is inside for ball 1. My apologies. I'm adding an extra syllable when there isn't one. Jankowski. I gotcha. I caught it, my friend. I'm sorry. Here's a pitch swung on and fouled off to the right. 2 strikes now on Jankowski. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yes, that's it, GP3. That's the mistake I made. I'm thinking of the ex-Raiders kicker, Sebastian Janikowski. That is where that mistake came from. 1-2 pitch. Lifted foul and out of play. We'll do it again. Jonah Heim is on deck. Kimbrel leans in for the sign. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Swung on and missed. The cutter on the outside corner. The whiff from Jankowski. 1 down in the 9th. Look at that late tailing action. Look at that late tailing action. Here's Heim. He takes a knuckle curve outside for ball 1. Folks, if we hang on to this win, I'm going to do my Weird Harold walk for you. The 1-0. Check swing. No appeal on a pitch low. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch is in there for a strike. Bottom of the zone, inside half. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 is popped up, foul and out of play. 2 strikes on Heim. Come on, Bird fans in Baltimore. Rob, if you're watching, you better be making some noise. Hey, that might be Rob right there with the cow uniform on and the foam hat. 2-2 count. 1 out. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back. 96 mile an hour. Fastball there from Kimbrel. Still 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Kimbrel 2 up, 2 down via the strikeout. 1 more to go. The Orioles trying to win a pitching duel nail biter with Albert Suarez on the verge of picking up a win with Max Scherzer taking the loss. Oh, that would make my millennium. Come on, baby, 1 more out. Here's Leody Taveras. Knuckle curve in there for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Crowd on their feet. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball, top of the zone. Taveras could not catch up to it. 1 more strike to go. Crowd going crazy on a Friday night in Baltimore. Looking for a 3rd straight win. The 0-2 pitch. Lifted foul and out of play. Right behind the screen. Still 0-2 on Taveras. Come on, Kimmy. Another 0-2 coming. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back again. Taveras hangs in there. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Just don't throw it out over the plate, Craig. You got a couple of pitches to work with here. Another 0-2 coming to Taveras. The pitch. Outside. Taveras lays off 1 ball and 2 strikes. A 1-2 count on Taveras. Here comes the next pitch. Outside again. And now the count even at 2-2. So Kimbrel did try to get Taveras to chase one. Now it's time to find the put-away pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marcus Semien on deck. You don't want to see him. The 2-2. Swung on, ground ball. First baseman, Mounty's got it. He takes it to the bag, and this ball game is over. The Orioles are in the win column for a third consecutive night. Yesterday, the bats went crazy, and Burnes pitched himself a nice one. Tonight, it was the legend of Albert Suarez. It continues to grow. The Birds can only scratch out 2 runs on 5 hits, but thanks to a brilliant outing from Suarez and some pretty good relief, the Orioles are able to hang on to another fantastic victory. They are now 52-30 on the season, back to 22 games above 500, and no matter what the Yankees do tonight, we remain in first place. Get some, Baltimore. Craig Kimbrell gets the save with a 1-run lead. And he has started to earn our trust a little bit more, you got to admit. It's never going to be 100%, folks. It's never going to be 100%, but we feel a whole lot better right now with Kimbrell in the 9th than we did about a month and a half ago, right? Right? I mean, the first month he was fine. Then about a 2-3 week stretch where he was absolute, I don't know, throw in whatever adjective you want. But after that funk, we've now had another solid month of Craig Kimbrell getting the job done. All right, let's take a look at the box score. I'll look at tomorrow's matchups as well. Again, there is your scoring summary. Cowser got it started with a solo homer in the bottom of the 4th, 425 feet. And then the Orioles took a 2-0 lead an inning later on a Gutter Henderson single that scored Jorge Mateo. The Rangers finally got one back on a bases-loaded walk. Their only run driven in, a bases-loaded walk. Wow, just 4 hits given up to the Rangers lineup all night long and 0 extra base hits. I repeat, the Orioles gave up 0 extra base hits to this World Series champion defending Texas lineup that had Corey Seager back in there. Oh, the Weird Herald. All right, folks. You want it? You got it. I might have to tilt this up a little bit. All right, this is the Weird Herald walk the way I remember it, okay? It's something like this. All right. Let's put this out the way. All right, so it's something like this. Right? All right. It's something like that. Go back and watch the cartoon. Tell me I'm lying. All right. Meets Chuck Berry. Hey, that's high praise. I'll take it. All right. What do we got? Anything more to glean over here? I don't think so. Let's take a look at tomorrow night's matchup. By the way, the Yankees in the 8th inning up by 4 on Toronto. Red Sox look set to lose down 7, also in the 8th inning. Doing the Weird Herald. That's right. Does that bring back a few memories, folks? I hope it does. Hey, how did we do with the sub count tonight? 1362. Folks, we are just 130 subs away from the year Columbus sailed the ocean blue. 1492. All right, I'm going to go over to the ESPN page now because they do a better job at letting me know exactly what time and what pitching matchups to expect for tomorrow. Folks, another night game on a Saturday. I'm very, very, very happy. 6:15 for me in the morning, so a 7:15. Whoa. Doctor, I've had a lot of hiccups and whatnot here today. So 7:15 first pitch tomorrow. Your boy will be on the air at 7:05. I get to sleep in even a couple minutes later today. It's going to be Cade Povich up against Michael Lorenzen. Lorenzen, You know, this pitching staff minus Scherzer has had their struggles so far this season. Lorenzen actually hasn't been all that bad. An ERA just a little bit over 3. Pretty, decent whip. 58 hits and only 58 hits is not so bad over 77 innings, but he does walk a lot of guys. That seems to be his problem. And it looks like he gives up a home run every 7.7 innings, if my math is correct. So he gives up about a home run per start, and he does walk guys. Cade Povich, let's hope we get something good out of him tomorrow as we wait on the return of Dean Kramer, which could be as soon as the next series out west. All right, so I think that just about does her. Again, folks, come on back tomorrow night. And by the way, Rob, if you're out there, where's the report? Rob is out there. He is in a food coma, having had one of Boog's barbecue sandwiches. I got a feeling Rob is passed out in a chair somewhere out in the left field bleachers. Right. Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight. Special thanks to the Super Chat and also for all the other support as well. Folks, we had a nice, relaxing affair here in Charm City Chat tonight, didn't we? This is how it normally goes. Nice and easy. Everybody having a little bit of fun. So let me say thank you to everybody as we head out the door. And thanks so much again. Shantae, Janet, once again, thanks so much for the help out with modding. My friend Preston, Pocket Watch, Baxter, Dan, Robert, Judy, Zopfinator, The Man, Christina, thanks for the mod help, Bass, Country, Nicholas, Preston, did I say you already? Solarino, Book Doc, Calvin, William, another William, Christian, how you doing? I think that's the first time I've seen you in here. Welcome aboard. Shane? Shane! There's an old movie. Animan, Timothy, GP3. Look at all these names, folks. One day I'm not going to be able to do this. It's just going to be too the logistically impossible. Calvin. All right, I think I got most of you in here. Timothy, Mitch. Wow, so many people, so many Oriole fans. And folks, again, this channel is just getting started. 1/2 of one season, and look how big this got. Hey, look at this. All right, let me get you on out of here. I don't think there's a game I can take you to from a colleague. The Phillies game is over right now. The Mets. Oh, the Mets are on. Okay, let me send you on over to Pure Adrenaline Sports. How about that? The Red Sox are also on, I think. Or is that game over already? Red Sox is over? Or no? Where's that score? Why am I not? I'm going to send you to the Mets. I can't find the Red Sox score, but I've already made up my mind. We're going to head on over to Pure Adrenaline Sports. Be sure to tell PAS that your boy, the BirdWatcher, sent you. He enjoys hearing that, and I enjoy helping him out. So there you go. Head on over here to... And by the way, the Mets-Astros, that's a pretty interesting series. Both teams pretty hot right now. So if you want to check out the conclusion of that game, which is currently 6-2 Mets with the bases loaded, head on over now. You might catch a grand slam. All right, folks, I'll be back tomorrow night once again, 7:05 p.m. I'll be on the air, 7:15 first pitch. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday night. The Orioles stay in first place. We've now got a 3-game win streak cooking. Come on back tomorrow and let's make it 4. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Thank you and good night, everybody.